A lot of accountants will start their videos with, this is how I saved a client 10K in tax. This is how I did this. This is how I did that. Today's videos, this is how I cost a business about £3,500 in tax. I'm Beth, I'm an accountant, and I've helped small businesses grow for the past 10 years. Recently, a client came to us and said they weren't happy with their previous accountant. They wanted to move to us. Fine, it happens all the time. Quite often, there's not actually anything wrong with the previous accountant. It's just a difference in how people work. What we always do is have a look through what the previous accountant's done, what's going on, where stuff is at, just so we understand what we need to be doing going forward. All of this is really common practice when you move from one accountant to another. When going through this client's books, we found there were a lot of purchases that were absolutely personal purchases that were going through the business. There were things like fuel purchases when the business didn't own a vehicle. There were lots and lots of personal expenses, meals out with their wife, payments to the wife, gym memberships, haircuts, barber trips, all sorts of stuff that was so clearly personal spending. If someone had even cast an eye over it, they would have seen this. So whether the old accountant just didn't notice it or decided that they'd try and get away with it with HMRC, I'm not sure. But we had to speak to the client and say, actually, all of that is going to your director's loan account. So that is all going to be stuff that you were having as expense that was lowering your profit, so you're paying less tax. That's gone now. And it costs them an awful lot in tax, alongside a few other things that we weren't happy with how they'd been done. We like to keep clients compliant. We may cost you slightly more tax sometimes because we're not going to do things the dodgy way. We're not going to do things the wrong way. We prefer you are compliant and don't get in trouble with HMRC. What would you prefer? Let me know in the comments.